Striking Scorpion 82 is sponsored by three great games: Warhammer Combat Cards, a card game featuring your favourite miniatures from the 40k universe; Knighthood, a role-playing turn-based game where players control a warrior, fight through levels to gain armour, weapons and loot; and finally HONKAI Star Rail version 1.2, a space fantasy RPG where players experience the galaxy's infinite wonders, filled with adventure and discovery. All three games are free to download and play, with links in the video description below. Begin your adventure now and enjoy the games. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points. This is the first time clash ever on the channel, I think. It's Tau Empire versus Adepta Sororitas, or Sisters of Battle. So before I run through the list here for the Tau, big thank you to all those that support us on Patreon. That's at gold, silver and bronze level. Gold level Patreons is the top level of support. They get the patronic dice, so at some critical point during the game, I will call upon their aid here and use their patronic dice for one of the dice rolls. And then at the end of the game, I'll call out the names of those supporting at silver level, and the end credits have the names of all the supporters, including those at bronze. And proceeds on Patreon help support the channel. Also SSWG Wargames Club, and then also the formation of the new Astra Militarum army for the channel as well. So link for Patreon in the video description below. So for the Tau, you may or may not notice a slight adjustment for my collection. I've been rebasing them, or sort of half rebasing them. I've been going over the top of the previous basing, and also changing up the colour scheme a little bit. So I brought orange in as the dominant colour. It was the main colour before, but I've taken away all of the blue. So the blue's been removed. If I show you the command here, just a bit of hobby time, just to show you him. So Fusion Blasters previously were in blue. I've gone over all of the blue bits with like a chrome paint, and then I've filled in some of the generator type parts with some contrast paint and medium just to give that sort of glow kind of look to it. But all the blue's gone. Things like the eye lenses you can see here and anywhere else you see them on any of the models. I've gone over the blue again with that chrome paint, and you can see that natural sort of glistening effect of those. It was easy enough to do. The blue's been eliminated. All the emphasis now is back onto the orange. Then with the basing, I've got rid of the green flock. I've gone over it with these more washed out kind of colours here and added in some grass tufts as well, and then changed up the base rim to more of a warmer, dirtier grey effect with those. So a mini revamp with the Tau. Managed to get it done across the board here for this list. So managed to get this section of my Tau collection updated here with the new basing and a slight adjustment to the colour scheme. It just gives a bit of a refresh here. They've been fighting on the channel for a decade, so just a chance to change things up a little bit, refresh the basing scheme, update the colour scheme a little bit, and just to bring them up to date. Tom's been doing the same. He's rebased his Sisters of Battle as well. They look impressive as well. It really does help just revitalise interest in a faction. I'm really liking the slight adjustment here with the Tau. So it's a nice refresh for them, and you'll see the same with Tom's Sisters of Battle as well. So for the Tau, some regular units are in, bringing the list over, but also some changes up in the shape of the list here, and then bringing back some units that haven't been seen for a good long while, especially the Storm Surge here in the top left-hand corner. So running a Crisis Battlesuit Commander, taking Exemplar of the Kuyan enhancement for him, one Shield Drone and one Marker Drone being taken. Then an Ethereal across here can take 2 drones, so take a 1 Shield Drone and a Marker Drone for him, and then for Unity Devastation enhancement being granted to him as well. 2 strike teams, 2 squads of 10 being taken, and then a Crisis Battlesuit. It's gone for a whole hornet's nest of them here. 3 squads of 3, so 1, 2, and then 3. As the drone loadout is the same, so 5 shield drones, 1 marker drone for each of these squads. Each squad member can take 2 drones each. They're all taking shield generators as well, so all the models have 4+ invulnerable save. This squad here is my Kamikaze Cyclic Iron Blaster squad, so 3 Cyclic Iron Blasters each for this squad here. This one's the mixed bag, so Plasma Rifle, Fusion Blaster, and Cyclic Iron Blaster being taken for this squad. Then the third squad, 3 missile pods each for those, with a long-range firepower support from them. Then at the back we have 2 Hammerheads. One of them is Long Strikes, this one across here, and Hammerhead number 2. Smart Missile Systems being taken for those, Double Seeker Missile and Railguns for both of them. On the right-hand side you can see broadsides, so squad of 2, 3 shield drones and a marker drone being taken for them, the double plasma rifle, a seeker missile, and the heavy rail rifle being taken for each of those. And then finally, 1 Storm Surge being taken. It hasn't been seen on the channel or in one of my Tau lists for a long time, so good to see it back. All eyes on this thing. We'll see how well it does on the board in this battle. It has seen a points increase, 465 points, so it's expensive enough. High expectations from this thing. We'll see what it can do. So that's the list for the Tau. Phoenix Lords and Autarchs have been allocated. So Autarchs get allocated to individual models, usually like a squad leader. So Itai Miara onto the squad leader for the broadsides. The whole squad, Longbow BB in command here. A number of these Phoenix Lords are Tau commanders themselves, so they'll fit nicely here with this list. Nate Miller's a Tau player. He's gone on to Hammerhead number 2. Ben Shaw onto Long Strike. Mephisto has gone on to the Storm Surge for this game, and then the 3 squads here of Crisis Battlesuits, BPP Wargaming, Gut B, and Lucas Brown. They're all Tau players as well, and Vagabond, another Tau player, on the Crisis Commander. So, Tau Army, supported by Phoenix Lord Tau players. It couldn't get any better, because through Unity, Devastation. Isn't that right, Tom?
Oh, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
He's an imperial skeptic here of the Tau. So the olive branch has been extended. Drone probes have been sent out to Sisters of Battle, but negotiations didn't even start, really, did they?
The drones were burned.
Sorry, yes. Tom
purged with fire.
Okay, Tom purged the drones. So no negotiations here with the Sisters of Battle. So the Tau will have to use, sadly, force of arms here against their imperial foe. So that's the list here for the Tau, ready and raring to go. We'll take a look now and see what Tom has in his Sisters of Battle list. All right, so 2,000 points of Sisters of Battle. Have you used them yet for 10th on the channel?
No. I've not even played for them in 10th.
Oh boy.
So it could be a challenge,
okay.
you know?
Yeah, a challenge for sure. All right, so we'll let Tom run through his list.
Okay, so I believe it's 1990 points. I'll start with all the individual characters because there are quite a few. So I've got Morven Val at the front. I've got a Canoness, and the Canoness has the enhancement, the Blade of Saint Eleanor. So that blade, you get +1 to the attack, strength, and damage characteristics. And then if I've lost 1 or more wounds, I get +2 to the strength, damage, and attacks characteristics. So just makes her a little bit better in close combat. Whether that will come in handy today, we're yet to see. Then I've got a Hospitaller for a 5-up invulnerable save on a unit. I've got an Imagifier, I think they're called, for +1 to objective secured. And if she's with the Sacrosanct, she gives them +1 to their save. Then I've got a Dog Martyr, of which I cannot remember what her buff is. Then the Celestine, as always. Got to have Celestine in your sisters' lists. Up next, we've got 2 squads of the Paragon Warsuits. I've got 1 squads with Blades, multi-melters, which are the reds, and then the golds, which are the bodyguards for Morven Val, have got the maces, multi-melters. They do have the Stormbolters on them, but I'm going to be taking them as grenade launchers because they're free and because they're actually pretty good now. Mm-hmm. Then I've got a squad of 10 of the Sacrosancts at the front, a squad of 10 Xerafen that will be going with Celestine. I have a squad of 5 Retributors. Just anything that has a heavy bolter in this army is a multi-melter, just for the sake of today. So I've got 4 multi-melters and the lady leading them at the front. Then I've got 3 squads of 10 sisters at the back, all with 1 multi-melter and 1 single melter, the Simulacrum, and then the leader that has the power sword. Then I've got a Exorcist, a Rhino that has 9 Repenter inside, and the lady to whip them.
9?
Yeah.
That's how they come.
I'm pretty sure it's 9. Because I think they made it that she's now included in the unit to make it 10.
Yes.
But I think it's 9, but I'll have to double check.
Okay. Yeah, just checking. It's 4 to 9.
Yeah.
And then the HQ.
Yeah, so it's 4, and then you get the I'm having a Repenter Superior to make it 5, or 9 sisters and the Repenter Superior to make it 10. And so Hunter Killers on both of the tanks as well.
Rebasing, Tom.
Rebasing, yes. I've rebased all of them because I was getting very tired of the last base. And actually, I sent to Luke before this game. It was just making me not really want to play with them, the last bases, because they were putting me off that much. But these ones were pretty straightforward. It only took a couple of days to do.
Nice. And
I've gave them all some bouquets of flowers because we all know that ladies love flowers.
Yes, it's Mother's Day. Okay. That's very nice, Tom. Really, really good. Nice refresh. And when I've done the same with the Tau, so a lot of things in common at the moment, Tom. We're not running WYSIWYG on our weapons. My battle suits have got they're not exactly as you see them. They've got a mixture of weapons, and Tom's done the same. He's gone for melter overload here as much as possible.
Be rude not to, really. You've got to purge them with fire.
It's a general raw intent if you need anti-tank big time. So Tom's got a spread of it here across the board. But basically looks...
I do have, I forgot to mention, I do have Litanies of Faith as well, which is on the Imagifier, which allows me to re-roll a miracle dice. So if I get a roll that I don't like, I get to re-roll it. And just for those that don't know, with the Adepta Sororitas, my ability is if I'm below starting strength, I get +1 to hit. If I'm below half strength, I get +1 to hit and +1 to wound.
Okay. And did you mention her?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Celestine was mentioned. She's the staple of the army. Yes.
And then
Luke's favourite model.
One more thing is the supporters here.
Yes. So we've got Dylan Moore, who is the leading lady here, and then we've got Sam Hermes, who is the leading lady of the Xerafen. Midnight Miniatures is the Repenter Superior. Amy Almo is Morven Val. We've got Paint Liquors, Paint Pots Paragons, the bodyguards. Ray Cross with the extra angry Canoness, who, by the way, this one, I've got 2 Canonesses. One is Canoness Hannah, which is this one, named after my daughter, and the other one is Canoness Beatrice, but this one's Canoness Hannah today. Michael Fryer with the Melter Frying Squad, and then Chris Comiskey with the other squad of Paragon Warsuits, and JP for Celestine. Okay. What I did find out today, which is quite interesting, is these warsuits have the vehicle keyword. So they can tank shot. And I think they're like strength 14 or strength 12 or something.
Oh. And so can my battle suits. They're vehicles as well. So we've got so much in common, Tom.
Yes, well, that's what I thought. I'll go with suits and you go with suits.
Why are we at war?
See who has the best suits.
I'll share my technology.
I think we invited you around for dinner and we were cooking a salmon. And then you were like, no, we are the fish people. And then they took offence and then it all went wrong for me.
Right, well, if that gets written into the law, you know where it came from. Okay, right, that's the list here for both armies. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. All right, so we've got a mission here, Purge the Foe. It's been randomly determined. Tom's using the app here. So Purge the Foe is the primary mission. Chilling Rain, so no additional rules for the mission. And then Hammer and Anvil for deployment. So fighting from end to end here in this battle. Tom's elected to go at this end of the table, and then 24 inches away will be the Tau deployment zone marked by the orange dice. So for Purge the Foe, at the end of each command phase, this is turn 2 onwards, the player whose turn it is scores 4 victory points if they control one or more objective markers, and an extra 4 victory points if you control more than the opponent. So it is an objective grab game, this one. There is, those two are spares, there's 5 objectives on the board. There's a home objective each and 3 in no man's land. There's a home objective here for Tom, you can see it just next to the Munitorum armoured container. Across the other side at the corner of the building here is the Tau home objective. So then for no man's land objective across here, there's one dead centre with the cat sitting on top from Space Hulk, and then just the other side of the building is the other no man's land objective. So 5 in total. So there's one home objective each, but there's going to be a serious grab here required in no man's land. That'll be crucial in this battle. So there's further rules here. In every battle round, that's including turn 1, at the end of the battle round, each player scores 4 victory points if one or more enemy units were destroyed that battle round, and an extra 4 victory points if one or enemy units, if more enemy units than friendly units were destroyed that battle round. So there's a big incentive to destroy the enemy as effectively as possible in this battle. So that's the mission. I'll mention terrain here in just a moment. Secondaries have been chosen for both sides. I've gone for fixed. I've taken assassination. Tom's got a heap of characters, and then bring it down as well. So there's a number of tanks, but the Paragon Warsuits, as Tom has already said, count as vehicles as well. I think they're worth a point each.
Yeah, I think I've got 9 vehicles until.
Yeah, so add it all together and there's about a dozen points available potentially for the Tau. So if we can bring those targets down. Tom had one strong enough secondary but couldn't find a second, so he's gone for tactical instead. So it'll be the random card draw for him. So the key thing to point out really for the terrain is we're going to play these as ruins. Here, 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 this large structure across here, and there's ruins over there and over here as well. So we'll play the hard edge on these, so just running from this corner to that one, and the ruin expands across this gap, and the same with this ruin set across here. It's crucial because it's line of sight blocking terrain, so the ability for units to hide away from incoming fire. There's a few other bits of terrain. There's Munitorum armoured containers. We'll play these as sealed buildings across here, and there's some pipes and tank traps scattered across the board, and one Imperial statue. If only James was here.
Yes!
He's here.
I'm here today. At last,
So
I get to meet Tom in the flesh.
yeah, James and Tom have never met before, and I don't.
In the flesh.
I've
I've heard about this Imperial Zealot.
I've employed a local zealot to cheer on the
They've sent
sisters.
James.
Yeah.
Come on! From a crack!
So James has turned up, and it's a bit like that feeling when Jar Jar Binks arrives. Oh dear. So James has met Tom for the first time, and I would imagine the last. But James is here in the flesh to support the Imperial battle sisters here as they take on the Tau. So James is an Imperial player, loves the Imperium, he hates the Tau, so he's happy enough to observe this game. And he's happy also because there is an Ultramar poster
Yes!
here for him on the board. Okay, so that's the mission. We're ready to go. Supporters here as well. We'll start alternating placing units on the board next. I just mentioned the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. Battle mat is from gamemat.eu. This one is called Swamp. It's 44 inches across and then 60 inches wide, so it's perfect for games of 9th or 10th edition 40k. And then we're combining it with the pre-painted terrain set here called Fallout Zone. There's actually 2 sets combined together. It fills out the table really well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats, all shapes and sizes, double-sided mats available from them as well. And then a wide range of pre-painted terrain sets available from them. Also, link for them in the video description below, and there's a discount code that you can use as well. All right, so deployment's done for both sides, both armies with heavy enough amount of reserves, which I'll cover in just a moment. So Tau occupying the centre of their deployment zone and then stringing out right to the very edge of their right-hand flank. Storm Surge, the last model I placed for us across here, it's anchoring on this right-hand side. Thomas made sure to point out this thing has the towering ability. So we've been talking about terrain that blocks line of sight for regular units, but this is true line of sight. You can see over and above these ruins and buildings. That's very important here for this game.
That's why Games Workshop gave them the points increase.
Yes, they announced.
Make up
yes,
for the towering.
Yeah, because it is tactically, it is a big advantage to have. Broadsides in the middle of the street here, so in the open, but it's increasing their line of sight opportunity. Fire Warrior Squad across here. The second Fire Warrior Squad has been joined by Ethereal, who's on the home objective. Then the 2 Hammerheads here at Long Strike, and then Hammerhead number 2 on the other side. So, really, as predicted, in reserves is 1, 2, 3 squads of battle suits. Just laid them down to mark they were going in reserve.
I thought they were on the snooze.
They're having a sleep before the game. And then the commanders joined this squad across here with the mixed weaponry, but all 3 getting ready to land by Deep Strike turn 2 onwards. That's deployment done for the Tau. We'll check out deployment now for the Sisters of Battle. So Tom's deployed here. I'll run through what he's done.
Okay, so we've got standard Battle Sisters at the back. Made a bit of a mistake at the beginning when announcing the armies. The Imagifier actually gives this unit a 4+ invulnerable save, not the +1 objective secured. The +1 objective secured comes from the Dogmata that's in the Battle Sisters group over here. And then I've got another Battle Sisters unit here that has a Hospitaller in it, giving them a 5+ invulnerable save. The Canoness at the front with the Sacrosancts, and then Morven Val and her bodyguard units in the middle. Hidden behind the crates is the Exorcist. And then I've got the Repentia in the Rhino at the back there. In reserves, I've got Celestine and the Zephyrin. And then they're in Deep Strike. And then I've got the 2 units in Strategic Reserve. I've got the Multi-Melter Squad and the second units of Paragon Warsuits.
So in reserve, this is useful enough because these are multi-melters on here, so Tom can go for a bit of a surprise attack. I imagine he might want to try and take on the Storm Surge with those.
I'm not interested in the Storm Surge at all.
Right.
I don't know whether there's much I can do about it.
Yeah, it's tough enough. We'll see what Tom can do. There's other targets, plenty of vehicle targets to go after here with the Tau. So that is deployment done for both sides. All right, I think that's everything. We are ready to go. So it's all down to rolling the dice. I have my trusty Xenos Tau coloured schemed dice.
I'm not going to use these Sisters dice for the game because they're really hard to read, but I'm going to use it for the roll-off.
Fair enough.
I'll use them for my miracle dice.
Xenos
you're filthy Xenos, so...
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
That's a 6. Not really. But then I suppose I could do with a little bit of shuffling to get out of the way of your big cannon.
Incoming fire, yeah, okay. So it will be the Sisters of Battle that go first in this game. Tricky, this one. We need to get to the centre of the board. If we move out, we get perhaps too close to the enemy. If Tom moves out, there's incoming firepower. So there's a conundrum here for both sides. And
crazy zealot guy in the background.
yeah, a bumbling, bambling...
I don't know what to do. All you got to do is shoot.
James mocks the Tau, but we will silence the mockery as the game goes on. We're going to turn 1 here for the Sisters of Battle, coming up next. All right. So, Miracle Dice report a 6 and a 3 so far.
Yeah, so 6 for the beginning of the turn, and then 3 for my sisters being on an objective here. And I believe, yes, with my Litany's ability, I can re-roll the 3. So I'm going to re-roll the 3, actually, and see if I can get anything better.
Tom's just finishing off his movement.
A 6.
Oh, he's got two
Double
sixes.
6.
2 6s now.
Okay, helpful. Right, so yes. Movement phase. These guys advanced around here. 3 inches, so it's 9 inches in total. Exorcist stayed where it was. These guys, and well, these gals, moved up, no advancing, just moved up 6 inches here. The Warsuits moved back into a little bit more cover. The Sacrosants moved up against the wall, but hopefully staying out of line of sight of most things. I rolled an advance for these girls at the back, but only rolled a 1. It wasn't enough to get me from safe place to safe place, so I decided just not to move them at all. And then the Rhino with the Repentia in, I have moved round and advanced with it, advanced 3 inches, and it's just tucking in there behind
Here, yep.
the terrain. So that is all my movement done.
Okay, right. Movement's done. So, firepower, you must have some.
Yes, I do. Let's see what we've got. Well, the only thing that I've got that can shoot is the Exorcist.
Okay.
So...
It'll be the main weapon. It's going to be indirect firepower here. Tom's trying to choose which target to go after. Storm Surge, no, he's not even considering that. But
it's going to be 5s to wound, that's why.
Yeah, toughness 11. So I take it you're coming in at strength 10.
Strength 10, yeah.
Right. Toughness 6 here. Toughness 10 on the 2 vehicles. Broadsides, would you believe, 10 wounds on the first one. It's 8 wounds for the model and then 2 for the shield drones for that model. The other one will be on 9 wounds. 14 wounds for the vehicles.
I'm going to go for the broadsides.
Going to go for the broadsides. Okay.
I was going to say I can automatically use one of my 6 miracle dice for 6 hits, but you can't.
Oh.
You can only use it for advance roll, battle shock, charge roll, damage roll, hit roll, saving throw, and wound roll.
Oh, so it's not like a full-on command.
No, it's not. So it'll be D6 shots, D6 plus 2 shots. Right. Well, I'm going to CP that immediately. So my 1 CP has been used, and I will...
Might I recommend switching from the Imperial Fist dice over to the Blood Angels dice?
I'm going to do it because it's red, and my army's red. But now I'm going to roll a 1. You know that.
Here it comes.
And every time I say I'm going to roll a 1...
It happens. Now, Tom, what game is this, remember?
This is fun.
This is a fun game.
This is a really fun game. I can't see what I rolled.
6, Tom!
Oh, did I?
Woo! Fun is the way.
Oh, that is the way.
Oh,
Yeah!
ouch.
Turn your headphones down.
Sorry, yeah, headphone warning in this one. We have a bellowing tyrant in the room. Okay.
Okay, so we are hitting on 3s, and then we're heavy, so we're hitting on 2s, but then we're out of line of sight, so we're hitting on 3s.
Okay.
So we are 3s. So I missed 2. And then I'm strength 10, your toughness?
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6. So 3s. So that is 4 through.
Okay. And the AP minus?
AP minus 2.
Right, so we reckon with the update for, or the rules for indirect fire, Tom's already done it, it's on the -1 to hit rolls, but also we get the benefit of cover with those shots coming through. So it's going to take us to a 4-up save up to a 3-up on these 4 dice. I'll commit these to a friend. And we shall turn to some Imperial friends here. We'll go Maxwell Knuckles here. James knows him. Well, he shall help the tower today, which he does mostly. 1 gets through. I could command reroll, but
Do it.
I think I must save my CP. I must be good, so I'll let it go through, Tom. So it's down to you to roll up.
Have you got any way of bringing wounds back?
No, damage is permanent with this. Oh, max out miracle.
Yeah, I could do.
Okay.
Just 6 damage.
Right, scary enough. Scary.
But I'm not going to. I'll just roll it.
D6.
4.
Okay, 4 wounds come through. So Yeah, we're just saying, dropping down to 6 wounds left. So damage reduced seriously. The main advantage for us there was the benefit of cover, giving us that 3 up save, that base of 2 up, really helping out, and then cancelling out a bit of the AP minus, certainly helping out the broadsides. So is that 5? I think that's firepower complete across the board here. Advanced with him.
Yeah, nothing else is in range.
Okay, so firepower complete, no charges to take place, end of turn.
Yep, didn't kill anything, so you just need to kill one thing next turn to get 8 points.
Oh boy. All right.
No pressure.
Okay, we'll go on to turn 1 for the tower coming up next. All right, so moving on for the tower on their first turn, quite straightforward. A lot of heavy weapons here, so I've remained stationary. There's no real incentive to push too far forwards. Tom does have close combat units, units with decent firepower, sort of medium range. So I'm just going to hang back for now. Tom says the patient hunter, that is the motto for the tower, just to be patient with them. Fire warriors have slipped across in this direction. I've got a bit of line of sight across here for the marker drone for lighting targets up. Remaining stationary of these. Didn't get extra CP for the ethereal in the command phase. In the command phase, though, blessed hammerhead number 2 shifted both of these tanks swinging across in this direction. Rounding the corner with hammerhead number 2, it does have line of sight across down in this direction. But Tom says miracle dice are on standby here.
I rolled my miracle dice for this turn.
Yes.
For the beginning of this turn, and I rolled
another 6.
So I've got 3 6s on miracle dice.
Fun games are the way to go. Tom's dice are blessed when he plays for fun. Yes. We'll go on to
roll with a smile.
We'll go on to shooting phase next. So I'm going to go with hammerhead number 2 first. He's just around that corner. I'm going to let loose with 2 seeker missiles and the railgun through here. I reckon I'm hitting on 2s. Now I've moved, so I'm not going to get heavy, but I'm going to light up and guide in from here. So it's going to give me +1 to my ballistic skill, taking me to 3+. And then +1 to the hit roll coming in from Armor Hunter. I'm going after a vehicle, get +1 to the hit roll. So correct us if, as always, correct us if we're wrong in the comment section, but I think that's correct. So we'll commit this to a fishy friend, who shall be... I don't have many here, Tom. Travis and Jen. So Jen can go for the railgun. Travis can let loose with the 2 missiles. So, Jen railgun. 2s. Hits. A 6 would be really good because it's devastating wounds. So we'll see what we get. Trying to wound here. We get a 1. I will now use my built-in reroll for targeting array. You can reroll a single wound roll or hit roll. So we'll reroll this. And it turns into devastating wounds. Ouch. Right, okay. So we'll roll this up here.
Dev wounds, do they still come through if I save?
Right. We'll check this one. All right, that was the Nate Miller shot. That's Phoenix Sword Nate Miller there. That devastating wounds means it's going to bypass the 6+ invulnerable save. So, boy, there's nothing much Tom can do about that. In which case, we turn the damage into mortal wounds, which will be D6 + 6. So, damage will be from Jen's shot 5. Ouch. So 11. Gone?
Yeah.
1 shot, 1 kill. It is possible. Okay. Seeker missiles have been declared.
Yeah, 10 wounds.
It is 10 wounds, yeah. Okay, Rhino gone.
Does blow?
Deadly demise. No. All right. Target destroyed. We'll let Tom roll up here for lost models, and you can disembark. That's an ouch shot coming through.
That's an 8-point shot coming through.
Deadly. So disembarking here, Tom didn't lose a single model. The danger, though, is weapons like the cluster rocket system and so on to take out the infantry across here. So it's been done in the right order. I think we were right to shoot first with hammerhead number 2, cracking open the Rhino. Okay, we'll press on. More firepower to come. Sadly, Travis's 2 shots with the rockets, they would have gone in, but we've resolved the damage and target's been destroyed.
Correct.
So, next bit of firepower. So, Fire warriors across here, they can see down through into the ruins, into the window. Can't see the Paragon war suits, but can see the ladies with the shields, who are called Sacrosancts.
The Sacrosancts, yeah.
Okay. Just going to go after those. They're not being guided. They're guiding in other units. They're just going to fire in the normal ballistic skills, so they need 4s. Nothing special going on here, just straight up 4s. 3s to wound, but they have a built-in -1 to the wound roll.
Yep, -1 because they've got a Canoness leader them.
4s. 4 saves, no minus going on. So just...
so 2s.
Okay.
Not 2s. They are on a 3-up save.
No AP
AP?
minus. Yeah, so
Yeah,
sticking
so
to
threes.
threes. Got it.
Oh dear. 3 dead.
Ouch, that's good marksmanship here from the Fire Warriors. Okay, 3 models gone. No feel no pains or any kind of...
No.
Okay.
They're not as good as they used to be, these girls.
So good shooting from the Fire Warriors. The models that Tom's removed, it's disrupted the... I could just about see them, but the models that are gone it now blocks... I can't see the target across here. It's sad. A tricky angle trying to fire through the windows. What I can see is the Paragon war suits, but they're not in the ruin here. Tom's kept them out of it, so he's gaining the benefit of the obscuring terrain. So that negates their firepower. There's nothing coming from them. Hammerhead across there, no target from long strike, sadly. So really, we've got Fire Warriors, which is just the single model can see through to here, but the main focus will be this. These are going to guide him with their firepower. So I'm not going to guide these. I think, because if you split fire, I'll get +1 to my ballistic skill against the guided unit, which would be these. So I'll be hitting on 2s because I remain stationary heavy weapons. But it'll be -1 to hit rolls against other targets. So I think I'll just go for split firepower and not guide them in at all and just play it that way. Just sit still with heavy weapons. So mostly hitting on 3s. I think that's the way to go. I'm starting to notice with 10th edition there is a lot of fine small print. Yeah. I don't know if Tom's noticed that in games as well.
At first it looks very straightforward, but then it's like...
But there's some and there's like deep, clever stuff that Games Workshop have done. There's some there's some great things to crack open with the rules. You're just discovering more and more of the rules, and it's like an intelligent depth behind it. But this is something that's come up. So what we're looking to point out here is this one, support system. Each time this model makes a ranged attack, you can ignore any or all modifiers to the hit rolls. I thought, well, maybe we could guide them in and then just cancel out any minuses. But across here, it does say that it's -1 to your ballistic skill, not the hit roll. So we're going to stick to the original plan here. Yeah.
It does, however, mean that my popping smoke is completely useless.
Because that is -1 to my hit roll. Or -1 to my ballistic skill.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's all in the fine print here. Okay, so we'll press on. I'm going to sit still and gain the 3s to hit whatever we choose to shoot at. I think that's the way we're going to go.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yes, okay. Tom's rolled a 5. That's a miracle dice. He gets that
for the rhino dying. Yeah.
The rhino being destroyed. Okay, so I've declared all my firepower. Here, basically, all the heavy weapons are going across into the Exorcist, and then all the softer stuff's going into the Psycho Ladies.
The Psycho Ladies to the Repentia.
Okay, so we'll go for the heavy weapons first of all. We'll commit this to a friend. So I've chosen the 8 Miller dice here for the gold level Patreon. So commit this debut firepower to him. So we'll go for... We're running the pulse blast cannon. I'll have to go for the dispersed option for the range 48. 6 shots guaranteed. It's not blast or anything. And then we're looking at 4s to hit becomes 3s. I was wondering if Tom wanted to pop smoke, but we've got the support system here, which is going to ignore the modifiers. Interesting. So looking at 3s. 8 Miller shots. And we're above average here, so we've got 5 hits. We're now looking to wound on 3s.
What strength are you?
Strength 10.
I'm toughness 10, so...
Oh yeah, good for you. Right, okay. 4s to wound then. Yeah, all of them. All of them, yeah.
Luke, come on.
Sorry. AP -2.
Right. And what damage?
Damage 4.
Damage 4?
Yeah.
That is brutal.
It's a big...
Right. I don't think there's anything I can do to save this thing.
Comes off
because
as well.
I couldn't pop smoke.
See? Comes off. You can use it as a water pistol.
Right, so I am saving...
It's 2 rods I put in just to hold it in place.
Right, I'm gonna roll these one by one. I've only got 11 wounds, so you just need 3 to go through.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm rolling them one by one is because I can insert a miracle dice. To save if I want to. Although you've got the crazy rockets coming through, haven't you?
A miracle dice, the way they work, they replace a dice, or you bring them in before you draw.
Yeah, before. It's got to be before I roll.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are 5-ups. So 4 damage, 8 damage, 12 damage. It's gone.
Oh, and you wouldn't waste the miracle dice? Yeah, okay.
I am going to spend a CP for Rejoice the Fallen. And it means that she will get to shoot.
All right, cool. Okay.
But that's another miracle dice for me. It's miracle dice of These are loaded. That's 4 6s and a 5.
Confess.
What?
Loaded dice.
4 6s and a 5. Unbelievable.
That's a positive.
I mean, yeah, it's positive swing. Right, so I am going to shoot you then. I have to shoot the thing that blew me up. So do you want to solve your shots first on the ladies?
Yeah, and then we can come back to it. No problem. Oh, deadly demise.
Oh, deadly demise. No, roll a 1.
Okay. So we'll next turn to the cluster rocket system. It's a blast weapon. There's 10 models, so we're going to get +2, and it's 46 shots. It's insane. The Nate Miller dice is crazy. A 17, 21, 22, 23 shots. Right, so we're looking at 3s. There's loads of 1s and 2s. There's a whole swathe of them. Okay. 3s to wound, strength 5. And there's just a few have failed. Okay, so we're looking at 10. 10 saves.
So
No.
I get a 6 up invulnerable save
Take it.
to start with. So
good
that's
roll.
3 saved. And then I get a 5 up feel no pain.
These red dice are better. 2 more.
So lose 5.
Next up is the twin air bursting fragmentation projector. D6 shots, 5. Plus the 2 because it's all simultaneous. So that's 7. Looking at 3s. Looking at 3s again. No. It's not that strong. It's strength 3. So it's forced to wound. 2 come through. No AP minus on these. 6s. Well done. 5 plus. Oh, superb dice rolling. I think Tom's going to stick with the red dice. And then the twin smart missile system. It's 2 shots. We've got 2 of them, so 4 shots and then 3s. Terrible. Trying to wound. Foul, but it's twin linked. And the wound comes through. No AP minus on that one.
6. Nope.
No. And 5 plus.
1 damage.
1 damage, yeah.
5 plus. Nope.
Right, got 1 more. We haven't wiped them out though. So I think that's firepower from this thing done. Effective enough though. Vehicle's been destroyed. Towering's made all the difference.
I get to shoot you,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
So D6. D6 plus 2. 8. Oh yes, so I forgot to mention this as Longbow BB. Helped me on this one.
Okay, long range firepower.
I'm going to use him against his favoured army. Just to, you know.
Antagonise.
Okay, so I am hitting on 3s. Yeah, I take it I still get all my bonuses for staying still and then the line of sight.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm going to be wounding you on 5s.
Oh, so hang on a second. I can see you. You can see me. Towering.
No, I can see you, but I'm indirect. Oh,
Do you know what I mean? Works both ways.
Yeah, so you're not. So it's not indirect.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. But I still need 5s here. So I'm going to slow roll because I might want to. Oh, I can only do 1 per turn. Okay. No, don't worry. I'm just going to roll it. So that's 3.
It's good.
Minus 2. But you don't get any cover for this because I can see you.
Okay. Which means I will drop to my 4+ invulnerable save. Ooh, a bit scary. A bit scary, actually, to be honest. And in such situations, we turn to the toughness of the orcs. Bjork does odd puncher. 3 saves and 4s. None orcs! Ah!
If only I could beat Aldar and use multiple miracle dice.
Come on, reroll. I don't like this. No! Oh, costly. Ouch.
Right.
This is the unit that Tom said he wouldn't shoot at because it was a waste of time.
Yeah, so what is that, 3 through?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Roll away, Tom. Roll away.
I'm not going to roll. That's 6 damage for 1 straight away. And then we'll go with
Here it comes.
a
3.
3.
It's good enough. It's
so
all right.
9 damage and a 3.
3 more,
I'm tempted to spend my last CP to try and improve that. How many wounds have you got?
Well, I think you've half killed it at this point.
You don't-
20 wounds is over half
20?
dead. Yeah.
All right.
Means I'll have 8 wounds left, Tom.
8 wounds left.
Ouch. If you can get through the toughness in the armour, it takes damage just like anything else.
Right, interesting. do I risk it for a chocolate biscuit? And what's the worst thing that could happen? I could lose 2 wounds. Does it affect your BS? What do you need to be to have poorer BS?
Oh, down to about 5 wounds for that one.
Right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend my final CP and risk it for a chocolate biscuit.
No bicky today, Tom. It's a 1.
It's a 1. Okay, that's fine. So
Still 10?
Yeah, still 10.
Okay, half dead.
Flying up.
You can see that perhaps they foreknew that they were going to be targeted. The laser beads are all over the vehicle, and then they let loose of it. Oh, yeah, Tom's getting really immersed in this here. Oh, how he hates the Tau.
Oh, I love the Tau, really. I just don't like playing against them.
Okay. Oh, yes, so, truth be... Yeah, what was your first army for 40k? It was Tau?
Yeah, I think it was Tau, yeah.
Boy, oh boy. And Tom's got his eye on Tau. He's thinking about possibly...
I quite like far sight idea, but...
Okay. You might like them more if you're not on the receiving end of the firepower. Shooting phase is finished. Turn 1 comes to an end. Bit of a twist in the tail at the end here with a parting salvo, half destroying the Storm Surge. We'll calculate points, give you an update, and the score as turn 1 comes to an end. Alright, so points coming in. Both of us got painted armies. We'll include that in the scores from now on, just as Tom's using the app here. So 10 points each. We destroyed a unit. We destroyed more than Tom, so that's 4 points and 4. So it's 8 points, an excellent number of points coming through. And then destroyed 2 vehicles here. They're both worth 2 victory points, and they're 10 wounds or more, so an extra victory point on top of that as well. So 24 points to the Tau, which is a good enough score. And then Tom's on his base of 10 for a painted army. So 24 points to 10 at this stage. This section of the Tau army is designed to limit the opponent with their movement and to snipe at range. It's exactly what they've done. So far, so good for this new Tau list. Their main, or the key asset for them is the crisis battlesuits, yet to be committed. Tom's yet to commit with much of his force across here. What do? Do they start pushing out and going after these objectives into the face of the Tau, or do they hold back and bring in reserves? There's flanking units of firepower available as well, so there's plenty of options available here for the Sisters of Battle. We'll go on to their second turn coming up next. Some tough decisions to be made. How aggressive does Tom go? Does he try and preserve strength or go for the assault? We'll have to see. Turn 2 to the Sisters of Battle next. Alright, turn 2 for the Sisters of Battle. Now I take it you got 4 points for the primary?
Yeah, just the one.
Home?
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's been a fair bit of movement here and some use of miracle dice to manoeuvre around the board.
Yes, so I moved out the Sacrosancts from in the terrain and used a 6 on the miracle dice to press them up over here so they're on this objective. Get your normal basic cover behind there. What else have we done? We've moved the Sisters that were around here onto the objective so I can continue to get my miracle dice. They've got more objectives secured on that unit as well.
I've been flanked, Tom.
Yes, and then I've brought on my multi-melter team and my Paragon Warsuits to deal with Nate Miller because I'm not happy with him. Because he took charge of the Storm Surge,
did, right.
So I want to blow him up. And then last but not least, Celestine has come in at the back because I've got behind enemy 9s. So she's coming at the back to try and...
Does she join or does she lone operative? Or
No, she's part of that unit.
Part of the unit, nice.
Yes.
Like proper bodyguard. Okay.
Yeah. Rolled a massive 1 on the advance for these guys. Moved these chaps past the battle shock, moved them up to cleanse this objective. They're going to die anyway. And then I've moved the Paragon Warsuits out. The 3 Paragon Warsuits here, they don't have range, but I've realised that Morven Val has quite a nice missile that she will try and shoot at the Storm Surge. So,
Alright, fine. Okay.
yeah. So that is the end of my movement.
The squad here, I think Thomas.
Yes, they auto advanced 5 inches to get within the centre objective.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of movement here. The Sisters of Battle really have burst out from behind cover. There's flank attacks going on, deep strikers as well. So the Tau are going to be attacked from multiple angles, possible close combats also. So swift manoeuvring, bold manoeuvring here from the Sisters of Battle. We're going to the shooting phase next.
Right.
I think it's the way you have to play. You can't.
Yeah, there's not much. I need to be semi-aggressive on this. I'm really noticing the reduction in range on multi-motors though.
It hurts.
Yeah, they're not what they used to be.
Yeah, it's hurting.
That reduction in range also means that whenever you bring anything on from reserve, you're not getting them out roll, which will help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with... I'll start off with the Retributor Squad.
Yep.
And we're going to go with all of their multi-melters into Nate Miller. So...
Pop smoke?
4, 6.
We don't get pop smoke. There's stim injectors, but it's only for battle suits. Photon grenades, it's only for infantry. Vehicles, they just have to go it alone, I'm afraid.
Right. So, here we go.
Our toughness could save us, we'll see.
I'm going to do something a little bit strange here. I think I'm going to roll 6. I'm going to roll 7 out of the 8 dice first and leave 1 dice for the miracle and see how we get on. I'm hitting on 4s because they're heavy. So if I'd stayed still, I would be hitting on 3s.
This is Hammerhead number 2 that done that deadly shot.
Yeah, so 4s. Well, I will be reasonably happy with that.
Okay.
Then, what I'm going to do is I am strength 9, your toughness 10, so I'm going to need 5s. They're really not what they used to be. So I am not going to do anything with that. So I'm just going to roll the final dice.
Okay.
So missed. So that's statistics. 4. So 4. And I need 5s.
Is the Marcus Anthony dice being used here? He's a Sisters of Battle player. Bloody Rose.
So I just need 4 5s, please.
Oh, he's got 2.
2 would be nice.
Oh.
Right, I rolled those dice too quickly. Right, okay.
Oh,
2.
miracle. Right,
so
gotcha. Yeah,
these are -4.
Do you know what? We start off on a... No, we don't. We start off on a 3. And cover Tom's positions so that I got none. No. So there's nothing I can do, Tom. Oh, a miracle result.
So, yeah, but I don't... there's no point. I'm going to hopefully shoot here as well. So I'll roll the first one.
Yeah, just in case you get a...
And get a 6. And I'll roll the second one. And get a 10. So it's 10 damage.
Very, very good. That's exceptionally good. And you should be able to finish that target off. 14 wounds, dropping down to 4. Ouch. Ow. The ambush has been ambushed here. Or the ambusher has been ambushed quite effectively. Tom should be able to use the Paragon War suits to finish off Hammerhead number 2 over on that flank. It is exposed over there and Tom's taken advantage. Plus for the tower having a third, just over a third of their army in reserve, so Tom's taking advantage of that as well.
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go with the Paragon grenade launcher into Ben Shaw. And then we're going to go with the multi-melters into Nate Miller.
Okay.
So we'll start off with the multi-melters. Hitting on 3s, these ones, because they're they're better.
Paragons.
Let's go. Okay.
As you sort of have the 3s.
5s again though, and this is Chris Comiskey's unit. So I'm using him to help with that. So I need 5.
The double stack Comiskey roll.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm going to roll 3 first because I need this to go through. I'm going to do one. I don't know what to do. I might not kill it because I need 5s.
Oh, it's 5s. I see what you mean.
That's
right.
I've got auto wounds here, but then I'll still need to roll a 4+ to destroy it.
Don't doubt, Tom. It's the Comiskey stack.
Comiskey stack. Right, I'll roll 3. I'll save 1. Yeah. Okay. So that is not good.
Ouch. I was about to say they can either go, when you double stack the Comiskey dice, they either go super good or that happens. 2 1s and a 2. Ouch.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's the Eldar sleight of hand here.
Right, so I can auto wound you.
It's just like a Harlequin joke has come through. Duh.
I'm wondering whether I reroll one of those to try and get a 5 before I decide what I'm doing with this.
Yes, after
I know it's, but it's quite important. I'm going to reroll one of those for a CP. So that's my CP gone.
He's going to
Auto 6 it to go through.
To wound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the reason I'll be doing that is if I was going to reroll the damage roll, statistically I'm not as likely to do it.
No.
But if I reroll a 4+, then I'm more likely to do it. So I just, please, no.
2.
This
Right.
is not good.
Two
So
boys,
now I'm
hopefully.
CP re-rolling and I can't look. It's a 1. I
Ah.
haven't done it.
Not destroyed hammerhead number 2. It's the 5s to wound has been the difficult
5s to
one.
wound on melters is just...
They're not the tank killing capability unless you're on some kind
Hammerheads are
of.
supposed to be made of paper.
No, it's a secret metallic, Tom. That if you had joined our alliance, we could have shared the. That's what we're about. Is sharing, is caring with
Made
the
of
tower.
fish scales. The one downside is melters have now become anti-heavy infantry.
Correct. Yes.
Not anti-tank.
It's a shift in mindset.
Yeah.
We'll mark him with a 3.
So, well, I've got my Paragon grenade launchers, which are 1 shot each. This is into Ben Shaw, sadly. I decided to split, silly. 3s. And then we are strength 9, so 5s again. There's a 5. So it's -2.
This is on.
Ben Shaw, yeah.
Yeah. 5 up to block or call upon a friend. Nicholas Lucas. It's hold facing. It's a 4.
1 damage. Oh, I'm an expert at rolling 1 damages.
Okay.
Right.
On when calls, drop it down to 13. The thing is, Tom, as frustrating as it is, people are taking vehicles again, so it has kind of worked with the adjustment here. But multi-mounters, there is a mind shift required with those. They're not the tank killing type weapons that they used to be. Dangerous enough. If you can get like reroll hits, reroll wounds
Luckily, I've
with
got that
oath
kind
of
of
moment and that kind of thing, then yes, they can be effective enough. But firing just as they come, just normal rolling, they're not as reliable.
Right. So your Storm Surge has got 10 wounds left.
Correct.
So I have the option with Morven Vial to go into the Storm Surge or go into the Hammerhead. That has how many wounds left?
13 on long strike and 3 on hammerhead number 2.
Yeah. He's going to be minuses to hit now.
He will
but
be,
then
yeah.
He still gets all of his rerolls and everything, doesn't he?
Yes. Plus there's the revenge factor.
Okay. I honestly don't know what to do. Because nothing else can shoot apart from Morven Vial and it's going to be 5.
Let Tom think about this one.
Yeah,
Tough
I'm
enough.
going to need a couple of minutes.
Okay, Tom selected the Vagabond dice here. Sisters of Silence, close enough. Multi-faction supported by him. So it's going to be the Morgan Val shot. Going into hammerhead number 2 to try and finish it off. It's so important here for Tom because of the secondaries, primaries in this game.
Yeah,
You're
the
trying to
primaries,
destroy targets, yeah.
So hitting on 2s. With it.
2 hits.
Wounded on 5s. Re-rolling because of herself. She's leading a unit. So just the 1. 4 up.
4 up because of cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go, this is very important. I'll turn to the Eldar. Eldar are my friends. Which they are not. But I see the importance of this one. I'm going to command reroll. I'm not meant to be, but I just have to try and keep this thing alive. We do. 5 blocked on a command reroll. Precious CP being spent, but blocks that damage coming through. I think it's D6 or D6 plus something.
Yeah, well, it would have been the 4.
Oh, Tom would have miracled it. Right, okay, so that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Right. So then we've got Celestine and the girls at the back doing some shooting.
Yeah, here they are. They look quite spectacular looking as they've arrived here at the back.
There's not many of them in. 1, 2, 3, 4 normal girls. Let me just double check what they're hitting on. So 3s to hit. And 4s to wound. 1.
Strength 3.
No AP. Yeah, strength 3.
Okay.
Not strength 3.
Strength 4.
Yeah,
2.
strength 4.
2 of them went 3. So we're looking at 4. We get cover. 3 ups. Yeah, block both.
And then the Ardent Blade is D6.
Just the 1.
1 wound.
Comes through. Minus.
-2.
And then
Ignores cover.
does ignore cover.
1 damage.
6 up. Nope. Feel no pain. We do. 5+. It comes from the ethereal here. Failure is not an option. Get a 5+ feel no pain ability, so blocked with him.
Have you got any? What drones have you got with them?
None with the unit. So the drone, well, it all counts as a unit. There's a drone in there to give the ethereal an extra wound. There's a marker drone with him, but no actual drones with those. They should have a drone though.
You can get
a Guardian drone.
You can get drones that give them -1 to wound.
You are correct, Tom. Yes, that is right.
Quite spicy.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, it's on my list. I should have put the models out. It says Guardian drone on here because they have the ethereal, and then the other squad has the marker drone. Okay. I think we finished with firepower. Tricky one.
I don't have the range.
Charges then, next. Which really is this one across here. It's all one unit. And we'll see where Tom elects to attempt to charge. Right, tricky business here. Charge has been declared against these. We've spent a lot of CP, for now at least. We've played photon grenades, so it's going to be battle shock test for them, and then also -2 to the charge rolls.
So I've got an 11-inch charge.
It's an 11-inch charge of Tau technology being used here. Flashbangs and popping grenades here. Flashes of light can be just as effective. If you can't destroy, disrupt.
So battle shock. Passed.
Oh, flying colours.
That
that could have been a charge. That was an 11.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the charge then first. And then if I fail it on
Command reroll miracle.
on the reroll, because I get an auto reroll because I've got a banner.
Right, okay.
Then I will have to use the 6 and try and see if I can roll a 5.
Desperation.
But there's not much else I can do. No, that's a very, very fail. So we're going to use 6.
Yep. 5+.
And 5+. No.
Oh no! It's a 30.
So I would have had a normal charge in there.
So the photon grenades, I had to use them. They would have been in. All right. Okay. So that charge does not go ahead.
That's
it's been disrupted.
Unbelievably powerful.
For deep strikers, especially. Yeah.
It just completely nullified my deep strike.
Yeah. All right. Charge doesn't go ahead. No combats here. Frustration here. Tom's keeping it easy going enough, but he's got excuses to be annoyed here for sure. There's been some frustrating moments, both in shooting phase and most definitely in close combat. Tom's itching to get those reserves in. They should be going into close combat here to disrupt the tower. But photon grenades being thrown has prevented that charge from taking place.
And it's not only against it's against all infantry.
So it has to be a photon grenade unit. It's not everyone can do it, but the strike team have.
I just want to make sure it counts
grenades.
Fly as well.
Right, yeah, I'll have a look here. It says photon grenades. Your opponent's charge phase just after the unit's declared. The charge is declared into them. Yeah. Target is 1 Tau Empire Grenades unit. Yeah, correct. So that's their infantry from your army that was selected as one of the targets of that charge. So even if Tom would like declared multi-charges, because he's going after them, they can then disrupt the charge totally. And the effect is that enemy unit must immediately take a battle shock test, which Tom passed, and until the end of the phase, subtract 2 from charge rolls made for that enemy unit, and there's no limitations on fly or anything else. So we play these games so you can enjoy the game, watch the game, but try and learn a thing or two at the same kind of time. You know, we're learning, and then hopefully that rubs off on people as they tune in. The idea is that you can enjoy the game and then pick up tactics and tips at our own expense here in these battles.
Just learn never to deep strike and try and charge Tau.
Yeah, Tau infantry. If it's unit with a grenade keyword, so Kroot, they wouldn't have it. The battle suits wouldn't have it. It's just these guys across here. So there's some level of protection for them. They can get decent protection. Like you can give them feel no pains with the ethereal. The Guardian drones -2 to the wound rolls, and then photon grenades to protect them a little bit as well. So there's some little tricks to protect the goat fish people, as James has started calling them here. So it's very quiet at the moment. It's because James is out of the room. So we're pressing on with the game, trying to make as much progress as we can.
Maybe that's...
What?
That's... Since he left, my dice have suddenly gone down the pan. I need my zealot back.
I would say, Tom, that is absolutely true. That is exactly what's happened.
What?
We need the bellowing imperial...
Bring back the local zealot.
Yeah, need him back. We'll find out where he is, and then we'll bring him back here. When he does return, just remove headphones. Okay, end of turn. We'll calculate points, give an update on the score, and then we'll roll on to Tau turn 2. 2024, 4 points picked up for primaries, 3 points for cleanse, 3 points for something else.
3 points for cleanse, 3 points for behind enemy lines.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So Tower ahead by 4 points. They've got a turn as well. They're about to pick up 4 for holding on to this primary across here. But the main aim is destroy more targets. Do we bring in the battle suits now or do we wait? Tower players have been holding on to turn 3 to unlock the buffs and bonuses, but we might need to help these out a little bit here. I don't know how long we can hold on for. It is high pressure here against the Tower. They've been given a breather. There's a gap has opened up for us to cling on for another turn, but I think the battle suits may well have to come in. We'll see. We'll go on to Tower turn 2 next. Alright, so turn 2 for the Tau. Deep strikers have arrived all across the board to support the line in multiple areas to alleviate pressure upon the Tau battle line. So remaining stationary of units across here. The cyclic iron blaster suicide squad has turned up across here because they can overheat so bad and models start dying with the 3 cyclic iron blasters
Probably the only way
each.
I'm likely to kill anything, to be honest.
And then they're in range across here to support this. This needs to go. Fire warriors swinging around getting ready to shoot. The missile team have landed up on here to lend firepower support in multiple directions. And across the other side there's been some movement. And then around this side the commander's battlesuit team with the mixed weaponry has landed across here. And then Hammerhead number 2 not moving, just a bit scared of Overwatch. As soon as we go to move, finish a move, Tom could spend the CP to Overwatch, which he's not going to.
No.
Okay, he's going to hold on to his command points. Or command point. I have 1, 2. So, movement's done. Chance for the Tau here to try and clear some areas, perhaps with firepower, go on to their shooting phase next. Alright, some tricky coordination to do. We'll sort of pair this up right here. So, they're going to light up. They're going to
Switch on the
spot.
torches.
And then they enter here, and they're going to guide Hammerhead number 2, which hasn't moved. I reckon I can get back up to 2 up to hit, which is crazy. We'll guide you through this one. So we'll commit to a friend. And we'll go Andrew Swan for this one. 5 power. So, smart missile system into here, and then we'll go for the railgun shot into Paragon Warsuits. So, just to guide you through, I start on a 4+. The damage I've taken takes me to a 5+. I go back to normal with the guided unit coming in. I then get +1 to hit rolls because I'm going against a vehicle, so it takes me to 3s. And then +1 to... No, correction, I'll be on 3s. The Tau technology is so complex, we're losing track here. I start on 4. Did I get this right? I start on 4.
Reboot.
My ballistic skill goes up to 3+ because the target's been lit up. Then I'm on -1 to the hit roll because of the damage I've taken, and then back up +1 because of shooting at a vehicle for the ability for the hammerhead. So it's a 3, which we get a 5. All right, so we're looking for a 6 to wound to be great. Otherwise, it's 2s. A 1. We've got a built-in reroll for a wound, which we'll take, and it goes to a 5. Invulnerable save. You're joking.
4+ invulnerable.
Miracle blocked. Ugh. Right, okay, fair enough. And we'll then go for the smart missile systems next. It's as simple as that. What stops Tau technology? A miracle. And I think I'd actually have to agree with that statement. Right, twin smart missile systems. So we're looking at some non-lit up targets. So we are on -1 to the hit rolls. It's non-vehicle. Looking at 5s now. That's not so good. 3s to wound. 1 wound comes through. Normal armor save on these.
So I will take it up. Take it on one of the ones in terrain. And, well, it's not going to make a difference. 3 up.
Yeah, 3s.
No, and I get a 5+ feel no pain from my Hospitaller. And no.
Model slain. I'm going to do a Darren Gardner Death Guard volley from these into here.
You're playing Tau.
I'll just take any help as it comes. 4s for hits.
In from chaos. Heresy. Untriggered.
Switch on the advanced Tau James,
Yes, James
filter.
is back.
3s to wound against these. 1s, 2s, 1s and 2s fail. So we're looking at 8. So 6 up. Invulnerable saves.
Do you ignore cover? You do?
No.
You don't? Well, then I'll take 5 up cover save.
Fine, go ahead, yep.
Or will I? What is my normal save?
Could be a 7.
It's a 7, so no, I won't. So I'll take 6s.
Okay.
And I'll pass none. Okay. I can feel it, Luke. Here comes your 8 points.
Oh, yeah.
There's your 8 points.
Target destroyed. Okay. Objective cleared.
Oh, dear.
Going to fire long strike solo here. He's on +1 to hit rolls against vehicles anyway. So we'll go in across here. 2 Seeker missiles and a railgun, and then smart missile systems into here again. So we'll go for the railgun solid shot, and we'll commit this to. We're looking for like a Xenosy friend, Carl Roden. He's a Tyranids player. A Tau welcome all friends. 5's a hit. 6 would be exceptionally useful. Almost 5. All right. So an invulnerable save required now.
I will get Michael Fry to give me a hand here.
Yeah, they're there to help Tom. They are there to help. Oh, I took the dice away. Sorry.
I will take it.
What's your invuln save?
4 up.
It's good enough.
That will not do.
Okay.
It's just going to kill one, basically, isn't it?
It's going to blast one to pieces, yeah.
I'm not going to CP it because I need the CP.
Okay. Ouch. One gone. Okay. Then 2 Seeker missiles. They both hit. They're fast enough, or they're strong enough. Strength 14. 2s to wound. 2 wounds come through. These are AP -3, so 2 invulnerable saves here. Michael Fry saves. 4 pluses. Tom's staying positive.
I'm having fun.
1 goes through, 1 blocked. All right. D6 +1 damage, and we'll give this a Roden roll. I would prefer to destroy one. I shouldn't be doing it, but I will. I'll command reroll the damage. 6 +1, 7. Another one gone. It's paint lickers, paint pots, paragons, war suits here taking the damage. Okay, so another one of those destroyed. Twin smart missile system. For some reason, you get 4 shots each of these. So we're looking at 2 3s. 3s to wound. Twin linked. 5 saves. No minus. 5 3-ups. 3 gone. 4 gone. Feel no pain.
So 2 gone.
Okay. A bit of feel no pain does help out, keeping the casualties lower. Okay, Fire Warriors here are going to guide in the Cyclic Iron Blaster Suicide Squad. Fire with the Fire Warriors first, so they'll go for their it's rapid fire, 20 shots. It's the on 4s, we'll try and whittle down Celestine's squad as much as we can. It's 4s we need, so we've got a lot of misses. 3s to wound, no kind of special limitations, so we're looking at 7 saves coming through, no minuses going on with the regular rail rifle.
3s. 3 dead.
3 casualties. Cyclic Iron Blaster team coming across. I'm going to overcharge here. I'm going to try and get through to Celestine. And then it'll increase our wounding to 2s as well because it'll be Strength 8. So the guy didn't need 3s. This is Cyclic Iron Blasters here. All hazardous later on.
What strength are they when they're not overcharged?
7.
So you'd still be wounded down 2s.
Oh, yeah.
And they're only 1 wound each.
Yeah.
So is it worth risking it?
I'm trying to get through to... I've called it now, but I'm trying to get through
Yeah,
to
but it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Whether you overcharge it or not, it's exactly the same.
No, because I got to roll hazardous, haven't I? If I overcharge only.
Yeah, so don't overcharge.
Yeah, I've called the overcharge here, so we'll stick to it. The reasoning behind it is to...
Increase the damage.
Increase the damage to get through to Celestine.
I didn't realise it changed the damage of the weapon.
So, it is... but as Tom says, it's 2s to wound, regardless whether it's Strength 7 or Strength 8. So 2s to wound. There are some 1s in there, but most have come through. Right, 12 make it through. The AP minus improves as well, so I think it'll be a problem for us for hazardous. So AP minus 2. Tom
Tom
can
7
claim
at a time. AP minus 2 takes me to 5s.
cover
Where's
through
it
here
coming
and here. It's
Okay.
coming from over here.
Okay.
So -1 in total.
So 1 so far.
Well, that's good.
And then 2, 4, 5 more.
5 left, yeah, it's good rolling. Oh, bodyguarding, protecting Celestines. The high damage won't get through to her. So 4 slain in total. They're doing their job. It's costly.
It's an extremely expensive bodyguard.
Okay, so we're whistling them down, but we're not getting through to Celestine. I'm going to do... Tom's been playing on the tournament scene, and with the games he's been playing, watching other Tau players, you roll all hazardous together. I'm looking for 1s here, and then I'll be applying 3 mortal wounds for each one. Yeah, we've got off lightly. 1 comes through, which will be 3 mortal wounds, not enough to slay a model. Okay, tricky one. We're going to go for these.
How's it tricky?
We're going to use these to guide in across here. This squad across here, the commander's squad. We're not going to split. So the fusion blasters are out of range. We could shoot across it, but not going to split just for guiding in. So we're going to go for plasma rifles, which all of these have. And then cyclic iron blasters and overcharge are going to go after the Paragon warsuits. They're the dangerous models in close combat for shooting, so we've got to go after those. And then the missile team after that could try, I'm thinking perhaps to fire down here. So we'll go for cyclic iron blast. No, we'll do fusion plasma rifles first of all. So 3 plasma rifle shots. We've also got the commander who's got the same weapon. Hitting on 3s, +1 to the hit rolls, because we've marked up the targets, so we'll be hitting on 2s with him, and then 3s with the battle suits. He has Exemplar of the Kuyan, so 6s will pop extra hits coming through, and his ability also grants reroll 1s. So the commander, in other words, the commander hits on 2s. I can't help this, okay? 2s. Okay, so that comes through. This is plasma rifles. 3s with these, all hit, 6 pops and extra. That is...
Do you know, I wonder if Tau will use cod liver oil for their suits joints.
Ignore, carry on. Just the fish jokes is part of the deal for collecting Tau. So at strength 8 here, toughness 6, 3s to win.
It's not a joke. It's a mockery.
3 go through. These are AP minus 3 damage.
2 through.
2 through, 6 damage.
Thank you.
Suit gone. Okay, 1 gone. We'll then go for cyclic. So cyclic on the commander. And then his friends. There'll be hazardous rolls to make him. So the commander looking for 2s. Yep, and pops an extra. I'll leave them there because it's all can all be rolled together. So that's the hits for that one. And now we're looking for 3s. Those have missed, but popping 3 bonus hits coming through. It's good shooting, and then we're looking at 3s to win with strength 8. So we're taking away the 1s and 2s. And it's not too bad. It's AP minus 2, so 4 ups on 10. Ouch.
How many damage is this?
Damage 2 each time.
You're going to regret this, Luke.
Because
they've just died.
oh god.
So I'm going to spend a CP.
To what?
to
It's the Comiskey.
rejoice the fallen,
Oh, shoot before
and
you
I'm
leave.
going to shoot you back with 6 multi-melter shots.
Yeah!
James approves.
I approve. Glory!
I'm going to get a miracle dice as well of a 6.
In battle, he offers us redemption.
I had to call James back into the room because as soon as he left for a little while, my dice went to pot. So now I've got him back to help with my dice and his chance.
In battle, he offers us redemption. I love that quote. Oh!
Oh, dear.
Right, I'm going to go with 6 shots. Needing 3s.
James's entire brain is made up of quotes from films. That's every other sentence is a quote. Sorry, carry on. Tom shooting back.
Right.
The Emperor sends forth his space marine.
What is your toughness, sir?
Toughness 5.
Strength 9. So 3s.
3's to wound.
4.
4 go
Minus
through.
4.
Minus 4.
So you've got your
Activating the shield generator.
ray shields. 2 go through.
2 go through. What are you going to do?
Oh, you can't do anything.
No, I
so
can
I'm
do
going to instantly kill 1.
So miracle damage of 6.
And then I'm going to call on patriotic help from Ray Cross because I'm getting angry. To roll a 6 with this red dice to kill another one.
For the Emperor! Yeah! Love it.
If you're going to play Xenos, you can do it, but it will cost you the might and anger, fury and venomous hatred of the Imperium will come after you. Okay, well done. 2 battlesuits slain in revenge. Okay, so
Why is it that I'm causing more damage to you in your shooting phase than I am in my shooting phase?
strange thing. It's a strange thing. Those 2 gone. Okay, so remove drones across here. Remove those 2 models just to keep coherency going. So, ouch, that was a good return of firepower here. So,
I finally killed 2 models.
but a key squad gone. They're a nasty squad. They're expensive squad. So Tom will feel the pain with those departing. But a little bit of redemption there at the end for sure, destroying a number of Crisis Battlesuit members. Okay, so I think we'll just press on with the missile team to fire down here. But it fits with the fluff. A Tau gun line, all of a sudden these battlesuit units just are inserted in key areas to relieve the pressure.
I think I'm cheating.
4s. Uh-oh.
I think I've cheated. Take all your wounds back there, so then I've done absolutely nothing to you. So
Right.
right, yeah.
We're just checking the rules here. Again,
In battle, he offers us redemption.
No redemption for you, peasant.
we're just checking again. It's the small print.
Oh!
You've got to read the small print clearly. So, as I've been trying to say, it's the small print. Here, can I read it out? Tom, would you want to read it? Or...
Well, it's hard with James and his. Right, so basically, I thought it was be able to shoot with the unit on death, but then when you actually read it properly, you still need to have. It's basically if you had killed 2 of them and there was one left alive, the one will be able to shoot. So what I've done is I've given myself the 2 CP back for this because I can't do that, and for the Exorcist. So then Luke's gonna take his wounds back on the Storm Surge. So it's now
what it applied previously.
Yeah, it's now unwounded. And then I will get my 6 miracle dice back for what I used here.
Yeah.
And the one I used over there.
Right, so if you haven't caught what Tom said, it needs to be a unit that has survived and the remaining models to shoot back.
Yes.
Because these have been wipeouts, there's no return firepower.
I thought it was extremely good for one CP.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just put your towel back for you.
Oh, it's got to be a painful thing, returning the models to play. All right, we'll correct this then. Those models can come back. And we'll restore the wounds on the Storm Surge. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, so we'll press on. We'll go to the missile team across here, looking for 4s. No kind of buffs going on with these. Straight up 4s for hits. This is with missile launchers here. 3 each, so 6 shots each. Not guided, sorry, I need to take away all the 3s. Some difference. Hitting on raw 4s is some difference. 2s to win. Strength 7. Okay, so 6 saves. I think it's only AP -1 for missile pods. Yeah, -1.
Killed 4.
Okay, 4 slain, damage 2. All right, so that firepower's been done across the other side. There's still some more firepower to come for the town. It's going to come here from the Storm Surge, which we've now returned all of its wounds back to this model. So next up is the Storm Surge. I'm going to split firepower. I'm going to go for all the heavy guns, destroy missile across into here, into the war suits, all the soft stuff to go into Celestine's squad across here. We'll go for him guiding in this squad against Celestine as well. So we'll pair up that way. So we'll go for the heavy guns first of all. I'm actually going to go, well, I have to go for the 6-shot option with the pulse blast cannon. And we'll commit this to the artist formerly known as Vij. Looking for, sat still, so looking for 3s. They've all hit except 1. 6s don't pop anything for us yet, that's next turn. Then we'll go for, boy, it's going to be strong enough. It's 2s to wound, no, it's going to be 3s to wound, strength 10. Terrible. 2 come through. AP minus 2 on this squad. AP minus 1 in total for cover.
How many? 2?
2. 2 3-ups.
1 failed.
1 goes through. It's straight damage 4.
Ouch.
So it's going to...
And that's on...
The last Paragon.
The last Paragon.
The last
flat damage
Paint Pot Paragon.
4. Right.
Anything?
I've got 2 CP because I refunded them. So...
Command reroll is likely to be passed.
I can't. I've already used an autosave on them, so I can't do an autosave. So I'm just going to have to command reroll. And...
1. Oh, target gone. Just Morgan Vale left.
Over 2.
A 2 for a Miracle Dice.
2 for Miracle Dice.
We're going to... The last shot into there is a Destroyer Missile. Hits on a 6. Wounds on a 2, I wonder. Smart. Destroy Missile. Yeah, strength 16. Yep, so wounds on a 2. So we're now looking at an invulnerable save here.
So I'm taking this because it is all coming in me at the same time. That she still counts as the unit, so I cannot use a Miracle Dice on her. That's the way I would be playing it. If it was coming from something else, then I think I could, because it's now a separate unit.
Correct.
But I'll just do the normal invuln.
1 dice, James Chant. Help.
Come on! Attack!
D6 plus 2. I sensed it was coming. 8 wounds. What does that do?
Kills it.
Gosh, Garmogavol picked out.
Stop it!
Ouch! Target destroyed. Ouch. Tom will check the wounds here, but 8 damage is a heavy amount of damage. We'll see if there's any kind of feel no pains or buffs
Guess
and
how many wounds
bonuses.
I got, Luke?
8 precisely, I'm guessing, Tom. Target destroyed. Okay, I thought Tom was doing something symbolic here, but it's actually a roll. She can get back up again, potentially, on a dice roll.
At the end of the phase, no, I just need to spend my final CP and 3 Miracle Dice.
All right. Yeah, just burn off the bad ones. All right, fine. Okay, so Morgan Vol can come back. Okay. Cluster rocket system. 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 shots. This is all going into here. Again, it's a heavy weapon. It's hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Strength 5. It's a lot of saves. 11 saves of 3+. Alright, so 3 normal models left. Tom will roll up those first.
1 dead.
1 slain. Surviving. Still surviving. Well done. And again.
Oh, no.
One's got
as
3.
I started singing, that was it. So that is...
2. Just 2.
2, yeah. Dead.
Bodyguard gone. Now we're on to the...
So they are 2-up saves. Both passed.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. Okay.
And I get another Miracle Dice.
Oh,
for
target
that
destroyed.
unit dying. A 6.
Okay. Next, the twin smart missile systems. In 3s. All hit. 3s to wound. Twin linked. 3 saves, normal. 3 2-ups. 1 goes through. Damage 1.
I'm just going to make sure they are 2 ups, but I'm pretty sure they are, and that'll be damage 1.
And next is the twin airbursting fragmentation projectiles. It'll be D6 plus 1 shots. 6 shots in total.
It's never ending.
It is just constant firepower.
I have a 2-up save, so 1 wound taken.
And how many wounds are they each?
They, sir, are 2 wounds each.
Oh, good. So we're all correct so far. And I'm trying to reroll a win for twin linked. Nope. 3 saves are 2+.
3 saves are 2+.
Okay, little bodyguard slain. Gemini, they're called, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we said this is guiding in these, so they're heavy, they've been guided in, so there's going to be some pretty accurate firepower coming through here. So we've got twin plasma rifles. They're in rapid fire range. This is from the broadsides. We'll fire the heavier rifles just after. So twin plasma rifle, in range 12, yep. So we're looking at... oh no, they're not rapid fire. They're just 1 shot each. So 2 shots then. So we're on +1 to the ballistic skill, and then +1 to the hit roll if they are heavy, which they are not. So 3s. 1 hit. 2's to wound. Yeah, 1 wound comes through. These are AP -3, so an invulnerable save on a Gemini.
Failed.
Okay, 3 damage.
Dead.
Okay, now it's down to the heavy rail rifles. Try and take out Celestine. So we're looking at 2s for these because they're heavy. All hit. 2's to wound. 3 go through. No devastating. I was just checking. No devastating wounds, and then invulnerable save blocking 2.
Yep.
Damage of D6 plus 1. Six. What can you... God, just 7 damage.
Did you roll a 6 for deleting
Morgan Val, yeah.
Val, and then a 6 for deleting Celestine?
I did.
Nice.
Yes.
Someone passed the
Just
salt.
pass the salt over.
Oh dear. Tom's God, he's been pushed to the max here. I just feel for him.
Just having a great time.
God, so Tom's doing very well. This is a real tester character. I have to say he's doing well. But Tau, it's not an emotional experience for Tau. It's like mathematics and physics for them. It's just technology and cold calculating efficiency with them. James hates the Tau, Mike hates the Tau, and Tom hates the Tau.
But loves the tower at the same time.
But Tom's tempted to collect them, yes. It'd be nice not to be at the receiving end. To deal it out is much more satisfying. Okay, so I think that's firepower finished.
I would go a different way though. I wouldn't have any hammerheads or a storm surge.
Yeah, right.
It would just be all suits.
So we'll take the foot off the pedal here. So if you were to go for Tau, Tom, what kind of thing would you?
I'd go Farsight Enclave, and I would have, although they're not as good anymore, I would have Riptides. I would have a Yavara from Forge World.
Cool. Right.
And I would just have all Crisis suits. I would go thematic. Do you know exactly what I'd have actually? I'd have the 8.
Yeah, the character, the themed. Yeah.
I calculated the list the other day and sent it to Longbow BB for his perusal, and it was the 8 a Taunar suit, because I really want to bring that against Luke to just destroy everything, so he knows how it feels, and and a couple of Tetras or something. So
yeah, Tetras are cool apparently.
Yeah. I think Tetras in this list would be good.
Okay. Fine. I was going to ask Tom what he thought of my list, but we'll maybe ask that another time. The idea is sniping units at the back. So if enemy units do move out, they can be picked on with heavy firepower, but we can still keep our distance, and then bring in battle suits in. This particular time, because of Tom's aggression across here, and then pushing forwards at multiple angles and going after objectives, we brought the crisis battle suits in amongst the line. But equally an option for them is to turn up all on a flank, just to wither away across at one side, or if the opportunity is there to deep strike in at deeper parts of the enemy line.
The funny thing is that the crisis battle suits aren't even at optimal output yet. That's next turn they're at optimal.
Correct,
output.
yeah.
So like even at non-optimal output, I've been decimated.
Yeah.
The
deep striking, you're able to bring in the firepower exactly where it's needed, which fits with the way the Tau operate, but it's not nice to be at the receiving end. of it. You know, when you've got a plan and you're moving units out and all of a sudden this stuff turns up and starts deleting stuff with firepower. But Tau have to operate that way. They don't stand a chance in close combat. They have to be efficient with their firepower. It's the only chance that they stand. They have done it in this game. Sisters of Battle have taken a battering, that's for sure.
I think that's the thing with the Sisters at the minute, is they don't really have an identity. They're not really massively a shooting army, and they've lost all of their close combat potential from Bloody Rose. So they're sort of just sat in no man's land. And with the reduction in range on all of the mortars, as soon as we got Hammer and Anvil, and I'm all the way over there, like it instantly made things a good bit tougher. Yeah,
so they're more tricky.
Like, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still going to keep going.
That's Tom. he will fight on. So end of turn, we'll
spoken like a true Imperial.
It pleases James.
Ah, yes it does.
We'll calculate points here at the end of Tau turn 2, but it has been devastating. We can't understate what's happened here. Tau firepower has been brutally efficient. All right, so points coming through. Tom's spent a CP and 3 miracle dice to bring back Morgan Val. It's come back. It was a roll-off here, and Celestine did come back, so she's back with 4 wounds remaining. Points coming through for the Tau. Destroying a target and destroying more than Tom, so 8 points coming through for that. 4 points for primaries.
Should we just have a look at the destroying more than Tom situation and have a look at your dead pile?
Yeah. What is? I mean, it almost destroyed a hammerhead, but that's about it. Not taking any other.
I've literally caused 11 wounds to a hammerhead and 2 wounds to the other hammerhead, I think.
Each of the Paragon War suits, 2 victory points, each for vehicles being destroyed, 0 to 9 wounds. They're worth 2 points each. So 48 points to 20 at this stage. Tom says he'll press on, so we'll keep going. We'll go on to Sisters of Battle at turn 3 next, the middle stage of the game. By all means, in the comments section, you can leave comments about both of the lists.
Laugh about my dice roll.
Tom's seeking assistance with anti-armour and tactics to use and units to take. You can let us know in the comments section. But
high strength, I can't think of anything over strength 10 apart from Hunter Killers.
What about this tank that they run?
I even think that's strength 9 or strength 10.
Yeah.
The Castigator.
Okay. All right, so we've there's options Tom's been thinking about. It could even be tactics, perhaps flanking with the Paragon War suits of Morgan Val. It's reroll hits and wounds, good ambush kind of opportunity with those. That would have been a good move for sure. We've also pointed out that I reckon firepower from the Commander's Crisis Battlesuit team would have been better. It says here with Kuyan, which we would have got on turn 2 because the Commander is an exemplar of the Kuyan. Whilst it's a guided unit, which we were, weapons in that unit have the sustained hits of 2. So interesting stuff for sure. So there's potency here. But now we're on battle round 3. Kuyan kicks in for the entire army. So sustained hits across the board.
This is a nice, easy going game.
Okay, we're going to Overwatch with the missile team across here. It's going to be a CP. We'll take advantage of that sustained hits. So they are 6 shots per battle suit. So if I get 6s to hit, it'll be 3 hits. This is worth doing now.
So in theory, you should get 9 hits, statistically.
And we'll go for a Tau friend, which we have none.
You certainly don't have any in this room.
Dave Humphries, 6s are fantastic. 2, okay. With a bonus 2, looking like that. Could be much worse. 3s, 2 wound, I reckon. Is she toughness 3 still?
Yeah.
2's to wound. Okay, so 5 go through. Only AP -1.
How many damage?
2 each.
Right, okay. So AP -1, so on the Gemini.
Blocked. This is defiance. And blocks the whole lot. And you may be wondering why.
In battle, he offers us redemption. Faith is our prayer.
Resurrected in the command phase for the Gemini. That's why she's back. And just in time to block all the damage from that Overwatch. from the tower. So well done.
Want to shoot your fusions?
No, that's it. That's all they got.
Oh, they've just got
all missile
just
pods.
got missile pods. Okay.
So yeah, movement's finished. Celestine moved around with the Gemini onto my home objective. And then the rest of the movement, Tom can point it out for us. There's plenty of infantry units still on the board.
Yep, so these guys stayed in the same place. They've moved up 6. And then the...
Val moved out across time.
Val's moved out as well, yeah. The Sacrosants have come around to get a 8-inch charge on the suits. And then that is all I have left.
Okay.
And then the single Retributor stands defiant and will punish Nate Miller for his crimes.
Okay, revenge against Nate Miller here.
So I am below half strength and I'm below starting strength. So I'm +1 to hit. Means I am hitting on 4s normally, hitting on 3s because I stayed still with heavy.
It's Phoenix Lord versus Phoenix
And
Lord.
then
It's Michael
+1 to
Fry.
hit.
Revenge.
So both hit. And I'm +1 to wound. So 4s. Right. There you go.
-4. Nothing I can do.
Yeah, alright. So how many wounds did you have left?
3.
3. So I'll spend a 4 and then I'll use my last cherub to re-roll that and get another miracle dice of a 3. So
Okay.
he did.
Target destroyed. And we will roll up Deadly Demise. Deadly Demise.
Did it?
No, target destroyed. Okay. So, Hammerhead number 2, removed from play.
Why is that, brother? Because there's only war.
Right, so multi-melter from in here into the wounded
Crash's battlesuit.
broadside.
Oh, the broadside, got you.
Yeah, so I'm below starting strength. So I am once again hitting on 2s.
Sam Hermes shot.
Yes, so I'll be hitting on 4s normally, +1 for I didn't move, and +1 for my ability, my army-wide ability.
It's hitting on 3s. It's two 2+1s. You can't stack that up. With the tower, it's been different. It's been +1 to the ballistic skill and then +1 to the hit roll, which has given me the +2 overall.
So then I will strength 9, toughness.
6.
Wounded on 3s. So it's a wound. -4.
Yeah, 6 up save. And you never know. We'll go for Andreas Stur for this one. 6 to block. Close, but no. Goes through.
How many wounds you got left?
6.
6. There you go.
Oh, miracle.
And then I'm going to spend there once per battle cherub to reroll to get a 4.
Target destroyed. Interesting work there, Tom. Well done. Okay.
Right.
Outer guns are useful, especially with miracle dice.
2. So just 2 normal bolter shots, no AP.
2 ups. Blocked.
Cool. Okay, so then we are going to go with Morven Val. She's going to fire her rockets into long strike.
Okay.
I will dedicate this to Sam Hermes.
Blood Angels Ryan here. This firepower.
Okay, so hitting on 2s. Good. Wounding on 5s.
Yeah, no.
And I think I only re-roll everything if
You're with a unit. Yeah, it's another interesting play on words. Yeah. If this model is leading a unit.
Yeah,
it's the wording usually.
I think that is how it goes. Well, this model is leading a unit. Yeah, so when her unit dies, she actually gets worse.
Celestine's flame attacks into the
6 shots.
squad.
Oh no, I can't do that. I regular I can't do that. You could do that previously, but you can't do it now, so I'll probably roll a 1. A 3. 6s are 2s, but then you're -1 to wound, so 3s.
Yeah.
And that's -2 each.
Okay.
Let me just double check damage. Damage is 1.
Are you ignoring cover?
Yes, sir.
6s. Blocked 1. And 5+, feel no pain. Feel no pain, and I feel Tom's no pain as well. I feel Tom's pain as well. Dear, oh dear. Okay, that's the ethereal granting the 5+ feel no pain. Okay, so shooting phase is now finished. We'll go on to charges next. All right, so charges taking place across here. Tom can run through these. Was that
yeah, so this was a bit of a disaster. I spent a miracle dice of a 6, and I just needed to roll a 2 to get an 8-inch charge, and I rolled a 1. So then I re-rolled it, and when I re-roll, I have to re-roll both dice.
Yeah.
And then I rolled a 1 and a 2. So completely fluffed it. The Gemini and Celestine got in absolutely fine there. And then in my rage, I threw down a 6 for a miracle dice for Val and rolled a 6 to get the 12-inch charge that I needed to get into the crisis suits.
Okay. So utter despair to complete elation with this charge across here. Hard to imagine that Morgan Val was across there, but has moved across very, very swiftly. Got into the crisis battle suits. We do have a couple of combats here with some key characters from the sisters. We'll roll those up next. Valhallan Field Marshal Robert for the attacks here, going against the Crisis Battlesuit team. It's a cyclic suicide squad.
So in my command phase, I did use the Righteous Repugnance ability because I kind of knew that this is going to be Val's last stand. So that means I get a +3 attacks.
Nice.
So we're going to go with the Lance of Illumination, and we are hitting on 2s.
Okay.
And then we are wounding on
Toughness 5.
strength 8, so wounding on 3s. 4.
4 go through.
-2.
I'll use the last dice here. Michael German, Eldari, Raven Guard player. 4+ invulnerable saves for the shield generators. We block them all except 1. So it's going to slay the model that's taken wounds already, I'm guessing.
Yes, it's 3 damage. Yeah.
3 damage, which will be just about enough, actually. Checking to see if the invuln save applies for close combat shooting. It does. It's just a general 4+ invulnerable save, which has come in exceptionally useful, keeping 2 of them alive.
So we'll go with Celestine and the Ardent Blade.
Yeah, she's down there fighting away.
5 attacks.
2s.
Yeah, so the Ardent Blade, hitting on 2s, 5 attacks. And then strength 6, wounding on 2s, going back to
3s.
3s.
For the Guardian drone. Stopped one of them.
So stopped
2.
Yeah. So -3.
Straight through the armour.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. Feel no pain. Just to try and protect precious fire warriors. And nope. Gemini attacks.
Hitting on 3s normally go to hitting on 2s because they're below half strength. And then strength 4. Yep, 1.
Damage.
-2, 1 damage.
6 up save. Nope. 5 up for no pain. Yes. Model stays alive. Right, so I'll fight back here with the strike team. 1 attack each. Needing 5s. Needing 4s. 2 saves, no minus.
Luckily they're on 2 up.
Okay. And then the ethereal with the honour stave. 2 attacks, needing 4s. Gets a hit. 3s for a wound at strength 5, and nothing comes through. That's him done. Okay, so we've made our piling move, so just to cluster in around that objective, and that is combat's resolved. Now we're going to fight back here with these. So not even a wound coming through with the Crisis Battlesuit team. That's combat's resolved here as we come to the end of turn 3 for the Sisters of Battle. Right, Tom's got himself up to 37 points here. That was for
area denial.
Okay.
And then
Primary scored well.
Primary, I got 16 for primary. I've got 16 in total for primary, 12 this turn. So 4 and 8, and then I killed something for another 4, so 12.
Gotcha. Okay, so 37 points to
48.
48, okay. And then again, Tau have got a turn in hand. We'll go on to their turn 3 next. We reckon it's a mopping up action. If I can deal with these characters, then we'll be on to the softer infantry across here. Right, turn 3 for the Tau. The key for us is to remove these characters. No CP coming through from the ethereal again. So it's 4+ each turn to get one. We haven't done one yet in this battle. Advanced roll of 6 for these that got themselves onto the objective. Crisis Battlesuits pulled out of close combat, gone onto the objective as well. That leaves these to remain stationary. Hammerheads remain stationary. And then across the other side, so again, trying to go after characters. So backing it away from Celestine, Crisis Battlesuit team with all the missile pods dropping down to here. And this team pushing in closer to try and aggressively go after these with firepower. Let's move them shooting phase next. So firepower here. This one's going to guide. This one's going to spot here, and it's going to guide in the XV88. So we'll do that first into Morgenthal. So heavy railgun, sat still and guided in. So we're looking at 2s. Okay, so 1 hit comes through. Not sure else I can do about that, and then we'll try and wound it. And a 2. So that does wound. Strength 12, toughness 6, AP -4. Tom's looking at miracle dice here to potentially block.
Yeah, I'll just do 4.
Okay.
To keep putting firepower into it.
This is the plasma rifle, which has hit. No, it's missed because it's not a heavy weapon, and there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, so that's firepower from him finished. So Storm Surge next. All the heavy guns across here. Soft stuff's going against these. So we'll fire. We're actually going to go for the Pulse Blast Cannon dispersed to try and get those 4 wounds to come through. So 6 shots. Looking for, not guided, but stationary, it's 3s. Just about got some hits. Strength 10, 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. -2, it's 2 4-ups. And block those as well. Well done. And then a destroy missile. Does hit. Does wound. Another invuln save required. And a whole facing of 2. Tom's going to go to command reroll. No. D6 +1 damage. So 6. Okay, Morgenval's finally gone. It's taken a fair bit of effort, but that character's been removed. All the soft weapons fired through, destroyed 4 models from here in total, so a lot less than what I thought, but of course some casualties. Hammerhead next, so we'll go for the twin smart missile systems, going into the sister squad across here, and the railgun's going to spin around and try and do a one-shot kill on Celestine. So we'll go for the 3s to hit her, remain stationary, not guiding the shot in, missed. We'll use our reroll now. We get our hit just about. 2s to wound, 6 would be amazing. Wound comes through. It's down to her invulnerable save here. No, CP's been used, and Celestine. Oh, a Gemini. No, a Gemini's gone. Oh, okay. We'll press on. Useful model. We're trying to hit the infantry. I'm going to wound them. 2 wounds come through. Twin linked. Another 2 wounds. 4 wounds in total. Normal saves. It's just in the middle. And all blocked. Well done. Good dash roll. Right. This squad's actually going to guide these. They're going to go after Celestine. We can't let her continue to roam. So it's going to be 6 shots each. Just triple missile pods. Right, so we're now looking at 3s to hit. Remember, 6s will pop bonuses here. So 3s. 2 6s, which is another 4 hits. It's a guided unit on turn 3 of Koyun. 2s to win. These shots will ignore cover, not that she's got any cover. And looking at 2s, 2s, 2s. There's a heap of saves. This should be enough. It'll take a miracle. 13 saves is damage 2. AP -1. So 13 saves are 3+.
13?
Yeah. And that looks like enough. Yeah, alright. Celestine's gone. Tom's going to activate a 2+ invulnerable save. We're going to fire the whole squad into that squad, the Sacrosancts, so we'll go after them. We will supercharge with the, or overcharge with the cyclic iron blasters. There's fusion blasters and plasma rifles available
and
as
the
well.
2-up invulnerable save is only on the Canoness, not on the unit.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So we'll go for cyclic iron blasters. So from the regular squad, need 4s. These are unguided. 6s will be great. So in 4s. So a lot of hits, but no bonuses.
-1 to wound.
-1 to wound. Okay, it's going to be 2s, 3s. It's helped a bit, but 5 have made it through. These are AP -2.
So 4 up in fun.
3
did.
3 make it through. The commander's next. Yep, all hit, no bonuses. 3s to wound. 2 make it through. AP -2. Double 6 in defiance. Plasma rifles next. 4s. Triple 1. Rerolling ones.
They don't get hot anymore.
Rerolling ones for the commander's ability. And it becomes 2 hits with a bonus 2. No, an unguided unit, sorry, it's a bonus 1. These will be 2s to wound, becomes 3s to wound. Yeah, 2 come through, AP -3.
Both through.
Okay, damage 3. The commander's plasma rifle. Rerolling ones. Still misses. And now we're down to fusion blasters. So 3 from the squad. Rerolling ones. 3s to wound. Yep.
Nope.
Okay, target destroyed. Okay. And then it will go for fusion blaster from the commander. Is a hit. Is a wound. And this is the last one. Failed and the model slain. So Hannah's survived. The Canis has not been destroyed. Alright, so firepower's finished. Didn't wipe these out. There's a couple of models left. I think it's 4 or 5 wounds on here.
4 wounds.
4 wounds. Okay, I'm going to go for the charge. I'm going to try and swamp this objective. This is quite important for tactical stuff. Tom's can control 1, 2. If I can control this one, it will equal things up and stop Tom picking up as many points of primaries. I've got tank shock, which I can use on one of these models. Going in, chance of causing some mortal wounds. So we'll go on to charges here. Alright, so charge has got a head roll of 10. This is tank shock here. 5 dice, and with our strength, and then because it's stronger than your toughness, we get an extra 2 dice. 5s, and we'll direct these against the Canis. I'm not going to kill her. I'm going to cause 2 mortal wounds. It's cost the CP to do it. They're vehicle keywords, so they're able to tank shock. 2 mortal wounds come through against her. Then we'll go on to our attacks next. Alright, so commander's attacks need 4s. 1. His friends. It's all going into hand here, need 5s. 3s to wound. Alright, 4 saves of 3+. Yeah, well done. Okay, another wound caused, but not slain. Right, Tom's striking back here.
So I've got the Blade of Saint Eleanor, which is add 1 to the attack, strength and damage characteristics of the bearer's melee weapons. If I've taken 1 or more wounds, add 2. So that means I'm getting 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. And then I am adding 2 to the strength characteristics, which takes me to strength 8.
Cool.
Which seems a bit strange.
3s to wound. 2 go through.
I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. And, oh, come on. Local friendly neighbourhood zealot when I need him. He's not saying anything.
James has gone silent.
He knows the Imperium have lost.
Alright, so 2 wounds come through.
Yes, this is AP -2.
Oh.
You get 4 up in 1.
Yeah. Shield generator. Ah, blocked both. They're so useful to have those. Alright, so that's combat's resolved. Oh, you've got a friend with the melter gun.
Yes. Doesn't do anything.
Okay. Combat resolved. Okay, yes. Scoreline now stands at 37 points to the sisters and then 68 points for the tower. It's destroying units again, destroying more than the opponent. A number of assassinations have been picked up as well. So a healthy amount of points coming through here for the tower. So Tom usually will doggedly fight on, but we're looking at the situation here. The tower finished off the characters that were harassing us across here. It means on subsequent turns, the tower will turn all their attention to these softer units pushing forwards in this direction. So we see no need to press on further here for this game. So we'll leave that combat across the other side, leave it to your imagination as that fight goes on. But Sisters Battle will make a retreat here in the situation. Tower firepower rules the day. So we'll think about units of the game. There's food for thought for both sides for sure. Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, Zachary Zachary Lee, Zachary Lyons. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. And for all the Patreons, it really does help support the channel. Also the channel members as well, supporting at different levels. It helps us keep this content coming. So if you want to help support the channel and unlock bonus content, loyalty badges, you can join us over on the Discord page. And then if you go for the higher tiers like Phoenix Lords, you can join us on the WhatsApp group. And have your name allocated to units in all of our battle reports. And all of that support that comes through really does help keep the channel running. So, units of the game next here for both sides. So, Tom's going to go with the Retributor squad. They managed to bring down Hammerhead number 2 for the Tau. Storm Soldier was okay. It's a threat for sure. Some reliable firepower coming from that. I'm going to give it to the Crisis battlesuits in general. They're able to land where they needed to land. They're able to kick out decent, scary firepower at key points on the table and managed to stave off the attack that came from multiple directions from the Sisters of Battle. So assistance arriving at precisely the right time. That could be the trademark here in the new list for Commander Ghosttide here. He's led the Tau well. It's been a well-disciplined response to the Sisters of Battle. The Tau picked themselves up a victory against the Imperium, despite the noise coming from a particular ambassador for the Imperium in this game. So it's goodbye from me, it's goodbye from Tom.
Goodbye!
And it's goodbye from the bellowing Imperial agent.
We lost again.
Anything to say, James, as we say goodbye?
Despicable. Hate the Tau. Always will.
Okay.
Oh.
Who else hates the Tau? All in favour say aye.
Aye.
I'm sure there's plenty of other people out there that hate the Tau as well. But Tau will be Tau. And they will fight again. But they've set a standard here with firepower. We'll see who can take them on. We shall see. We know for sure that Tau are vulnerable in close combat. Even remnants of Tom's units that made it for lone characters, once they're in, they're able to start causing trouble. That's something to keep in mind. We're going
Luke,
up
you are aware that
against
when my units got in, I only killed one crisis suit.
The 4+ invulnerable save shield generators
Yes.
are good. Yeah.
So I didn't cause much trouble when I got in
Okay.
with my combat beast.
Yes.
She's supposed to be like a combat monster.
Okay.
I killed a crisis suit.
Killed one suit. Okay. we'll leave this game here. Hope to see the Tau back in action again. Sisters of Battle as well. Other battles planned both for YouTube and channel membership. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.